Okay, time is now 5:31, and it's the end of my Sunday night, and it was a busy night too. It was a busy night. I did really well. I have in excess of $400 on, which is just wonderful. And so now I'm going to the bank to one bank to take out some money, and then to another bank to put money in, because I have some a big bill to pay. So I'm gonna take care of that. I'm just gonna move money around, and then I'm going to fuel up, and I'm gonna park it for our guy who's always on time. That's it. So hopefully I can do that in under half an hour. Go to one bank, take some money out, deposit some money in another bank, and go fuel up. Yeah, I've done well tonight. I've done well. But I don't know exactly what I have, and I know it's in excess of $400. Definitely. It's maybe $450, something like that. I'm not sure exactly. There's some coins, there's a lot of Interac. There's a lot of bills. There's just a lot. It was a busy night. What happened, what really made it... Oh, shut up. I should actually book off. There, now we're off the board. We're not on anymore. What happened was, I guess, what time was it at? Let me check. What time was that at? It was just before 9. I get sent to the brew house, the Canadian brew house. And I pick up a customer there, and he says, are you ready for a long trip? I said, okay, sure. He says, we're going to Mill Bay. Now, Mill Bay is about a $90 fare from where I picked him up. And it ended up being like 89 something. And when we did it on the Interac machine here, we did it on that, and so I handed it to him, and it was like $89. And he gave me, it ended up being like 111 that he gave me, which worked out really good. He wanted to pay cash, and I forgot that I had enough change, because I had $60 left over from my groceries Friday night, and I didn't remember that I had that. I usually have just a $80 float, which would be but I need that $80 float to make change for people. The last thing you need is somebody to come along for a $20 fare and give you a $100 bill. What are you gonna do? That's why I have a float. So anyway, yeah, he paid with Interac, and I could have used the cash to deposit to the bank too. I could have used it, and I had enough to give him the change he wanted. I think he wanted to give me $150 and get $40 back, because it came out to about that, $110. Oh well, I'll get that money next week. So it's no big loss, it's just that I won't be able to pay as much down on my line of credit as I would if I had Yeah, if I would have accepted the cash. Big whoop. Well, yeah, I'm getting kind of tired now, and it's going to be good to get home. It's going to be real good to get home. But first I have to visit those 2 banks. Canada Day. Yippee! It's going to be busy tonight. I'll tell you all about it after it happens. I just got home and just realized that I did not record a segment at work. Now, it was Canada Day and it was quiet. It was quiet for the first 3 hours or so. And then it got stupid, busy, and ridiculous. Now, the trouble was that it was hard to get around because there was a lot of traffic. They had a lot of heavy traffic downtown because everyone was going to see the fireworks at the Inner Harbor. And so everyone drove their cars down to James Bay, which is a part of town just behind the legislative buildings. And then, of course, they walked to the Inner Harbor where they had the fireworks. And then when the fireworks were over, everyone walked back to their cars and then drove away from James Bay, through downtown and away. But because the traffic lights were red much of the time, the traffic got backed up. And a lot of cars were bumper to bumper trying to leave that part of town. And I had a customer that went downtown, and I got stuck in traffic taking her to the Bardon Banker, and it was only a few blocks from the legislative buildings and the Inner Harbor. Now, I got sent to another call after dropping her off, and I got through the heavy traffic, and I just did not answer a couple of calls. And then I had another call which fortunately took me away from down there, which was great. Great. And I got another call which took me back down there again. And so it went. I kept getting stuck in traffic. So then I escaped again, and I had somebody go to away again from down there, and I had another one that was further out that went right down into James Bay again, and it was just torture getting out of there. And then I got to another one who wanted to go home, but she was kind of tipsy, and she said that, you know, she could have walked faster and gotten there faster than I could have taken her, because we were stuck in traffic most of the way. But I tried to get out of it, and I tried to get her home in a timely fashion, and it was just panics, and it was just ridiculous. And then after midnight it got quiet again, quiet-ish. I still did about $150 more after midnight, but it was okay. I watched some video, and I did all right. So now I'm going. I have a chiropractor's appointment, so that's where I'm going to go after I add up my Interacts from the last 2 nights. Okay, it's been a long, slow night. I've got about 230 on, somewhere between 220 and 230. I'm not exactly sure which. But it was long. There were long breaks. There was a lot of video to watch, so I watched a lot of video on my long breaks. In the morning hours, especially the last 2 or 3 hours, I went to sleep several times. Now the time is 6:05 in the morning, and that's okay because I don't have... No, I'm done. Forget it. Let me just book off here. All right. Got it booked off. I'm heading to the bank to make a small deposit, actually a bigger deposit, because I got my overs from last week's charges, that is credit card and debit card purchases. So that's going to be a nice deposit. I need to do this because I got some bills coming up. Got some big bills coming up. Of course, I won't be able to pay them all off this month, but I got some bills. So I'll be carrying a credit card balance for the first time in a long time. Credit card balance from one month to the next. Well, business has been a little down, and things cost a lot. Just the way it goes. Did I have it? Oh, I almost... This jogger almost jogged into the front of the car. Missed him by that much. Reminds me of that cyclist who rode into the front of the car once and then sued me. Yeah. This was equally stupid. I had a passenger in the car too. And the guy had no lights on and no reflecting. He was just running around at night. Had one little old lady have to get to the corner store to buy smokes before they closed for cleaning. And she says, "You're a good driver." She said it twice because she said at first to hurry up. Okay, so I hurried up, and then I didn't get a tip. She wanted exact change. Takes all kinds, I guess. Well, I'm at the bank now, so I got 2 more nights to go this week. Time is now 5:54 in the morning. I haven't had a trip in a while. In fact, my last trip cleared at 5:05, 45 minutes ago. Chances are I will not have another trip. I'm gonna head over to the car wash, wash the car, detail. Oh, there's the trip. There's the trip. Okay, I'll do that one. It's a good one. It's $20. I waited an hour for it, or 45 minutes, so I might as well do it. I've got about $250 on right now, so $270 would be really nice. Yes, it would. So I will go into overtime and take care of that. I was sleeping for the last little while. I was watching something very interesting on YouTube, and of course it put me right to sleep because it was interesting. And so now I'm on my way to go pick up this last customer and take him to work. Yeah, taking people to work this morning was good. It was profitable. I think I had about 170 on when I got the first one at about 3:30. Yeah, something like that. And now I got 250. So it will have been $100 just to take people to work in the last 3 hours of the shift. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'll do this last one. Most of the night was slow and quiet. I got to watch lots of video. And somehow there's a lot more going on with Facebook lately. A lot more going on with Facebook. It took me the first 4 hours of my shift to get through all the Facebook stuff and just wade through all that crap. I don't know. I had a lot of birthday greetings a couple days ago. Yeah, oh, I still have one more night to go this week. Yeah, this is the penultimate shift of this week. One more night to go. Guess where I am? I haven't been here in a while. But the time is now 3:44 a.m. and I just dropped off at the airport. And the couple who I dropped off here, they have a flight at 6 o'clock, I think. And they're flying to Calgary and then to Montreal. And that was the last trip I took. Montreal and back. So this has been a good night. 225. 235 and what was it, 60. I got almost $300 on, and I'm sure I will surpass the $300 because I still have 2 hours left to work, and I will be out here. This was just a big surprise. I went and got one of my regular customers, or she had been a regular customer for a while, and then she started taking Uber. And last night I got her in the car and she said that Uber would have charged her $20 to do a $7 fare. And so now she's called us twice in a row. She got me twice in a row, both mornings. And as soon as I dropped her off at home, I got a call just a couple blocks away, and they went to the airport. So that's a nice thing. So it would have been daylight, but we're still early. It's not quite 4 o'clock. It's 3:46 now. So I am really pleased. This is a great way to end my week. And the week's been pretty good. I haven't had any really terrible nights. Last night I did, in the end, almost 300. I think I had 280 or something like that. Just because the morning was busy. My morning was busy. And so now I can coast right into town. I can watch some videos. I can do a few fares. It might be busy this morning. You never know. I'm here at the airport again. What are the chances I don't get to see this place for over a month. And now I had 2 trips to the airport back to back the same morning. So now I have done very well. I've got about, 350 on? Or is it more? Anyway, yeah, I'll be counting the money or the Interacs as soon as I get, when I get back into town, and we'll fix this. We'll add up all the Interacs and stuff, and fuel up, and everything. Yeah, beautiful morning. Not a cloud anywhere. Just beautiful. So, 2 trips to the airport in the same morning. Time is 4:58. I've got enough time to get back to town. Maybe do a trip or 2 and then fuel it and park it. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, didn't think you'd see 2 trips to the airport in one morning, did you? I didn't think I'd see this either. It is my lucky day. It's definitely my lucky day. Hope yours is better than mine.